Today we're going to do this natural fun look, and we're going to start by using our shimmer eyeshadow stick as a base. You can also use your concealer just to give you a little bit extra of a way for your eyeshadow to stick to your eyelid. So you can see how I'm just smoothing this all across, and I'm going to just smudge it a little bit with my finger. That way my eyeshadow has somewhere to stick. This is just an optional step, especially if you find that your eyeshadows are kind of leaving your eye by midday. It's a helpful way to make sure they stay. Okay, so now we're going to start with our all over eyeshadow brush. This one we're going to use our Biscotti. So Biscotti, we're going to take that and put it right in the inside part of the eye, right here. And then we're also going to put Biscotti underneath our eyebrow. This is a great way to kind of give a little bit of highlight, especially if you've defined your eyebrows, which I have eyebrow pencil in there already. So it kind of helps really frame and shape my eyebrows. It gives a little bit more highlight to that area. So I'm just doing a little bit more Biscotti, the inside corners of my eye. You can see how I patted it on. And then we're going to take our hazelnut. This is your mid-tone color. So this one, I am going to actually use my all over eyeshadow, or no, sorry, this is my eye blending brush. You can see how it's really fluffy. So this one is going to give us more of a feathered effect. So I'm going to take my hazelnut, give it a tap so it's not going to be flying eyeshadow all over the place. And my goal is to start it in the middle of my eye and kind of go back and forth like a windshield wiper. So I'm kind of drawing on an arch there. So you can see how now when I open my eye, it makes my eye look more open because I've made it up a little higher, like it's on the crease, but it's a little higher than the crease. So you can see right where that is. This will help your eye look bigger, especially if you have deeper set eyes or even hooded eyes. It helps to make your eye kind of look a little bit more open. So we're doing the same to the other eye. So we're just going back and forth. We want to be careful not to go too far down. You don't want to pull further than from the corner of your nose to the corner of your eye. You want the eyeshadow to stay within that angle. So we could even go down a little bit more, but we just want to be careful not to pull it too far over, because we don't, if you pull it too far down, it makes you almost look sad or tired. We don't need that, either one. So then this is our eye crease brush. So I like using this one on the outside edges to kind of give me a little bit more color, or we can use your eye smudger brush. We can do either one. So now we're going to take Cinnabar. This is kind of like a fun brown, a little bit of a warm tone, and we want to kind of keep that angle in mind. So I'm going on the outside edge of my eye, like right here. You can see how I put it right there. It kind of follows right along that line of my eye on the outside. And then I'm going to take my brush and bring it in. So you saw I first did the line, and then I'm bringing it in. So depending on how much drama you want to create, you can take some of that eyeshadow and add it up a little higher, so you're bringing it into the crease. So it's just a little bit of a learning curve and kind of like an art skill, but it's a skill, so anyone can learn this. So now again, we're thinking that same angle from the corner of my nose to the corner of my eye, and then we're going to come back and put that right there on the edge of my eye. So you can see where it is, kind of follows right alongside with that edge of my eye, and then I'm bringing it in. So kind of starting from the outside, pulling it in, and then you can always use your brush in a different way and kind of blend it. And then we're going to see, do these look pretty similar? Yeah, pretty similar. I'm going to take a little bit and kind of go up here again, like how I did on the other side. And I'm going to check and see. Yeah, they look pretty good. I'm going to do a little bit more on this side because I feel like it's a little bit darker or more intense on that second side. So we'll go back here and go a little bit more on this eye. Okay, the thing is, they don't have to be exactly perfect because we're going to come back with our blending brush and blend. So we could stop here, put on eyeliner, mascara, and be done. Or if we want to do a little bit more drama, we can take our eye smudger brush and use the Espresso. And you can do this Espresso with that Cinnabar color by itself and not wear the Cinnabar at all, or we can add the Cinnabar and do this more as an eyeliner right along the lash line. I've worn it so many different ways, so you can see how we're kind of blending it right across the lash line here, and right along the lash line here. So you could even skip that last step we just did with the Cinnabar and just do either of those colors, Cinnabar or Espresso, kind of like an eyeliner. And now we're going to come back with our blending brush and kind of smooth it all together. So you can see here, this didn't blend as well as we wanted, so we're just going to blend it with our brush and make it smoother. So it's just meant to make everything kind of all flow together so it doesn't look like, oh, that's a lot of, like, I can tell where you put that color, where you put that color. We just want it to make it look like, oh, you just naturally have beautiful eyes. That's the goal. Okay, so that looks good to me. You can blend it more if you want or add more color if you want it to be louder, but I like it here. So now we're going to add some eyeliner. So I'm going to do the copper eyeliner right across my lash line here just for a little accent and a little bit on this side. And you can see how this is kind of like light and shimmery. And then I'm going to add a little bit of the brown eyeliner. This one's like a deeper color, so it'll give me a little bit more make my lashes look a little thicker because it's a darker shade of liner. So I'm just doing that right underneath, kind of like in my lash line. You can kind of see I'm doing like little taps, and then I'm going to blend it if I feel like, oh, I got a little smudgy. So that looks good. And then we'll add our Define and Lift mascara. This one gives you maximum volume and lift, which I love this new mascara. This is an updated formula. So it has an hourglass shape bristles, and so it gets the outside edges and inside corners, but it also has this really cool brush on the edge, so you can pull and separate each of the lashes on the outside edges. So that helps get those very tips, and that will make your lashes and your eyes look much bigger. So we'll do the same to the other side. So that'll give us some lift and definition. This one's called Fanorama. So, and if you need a waterproof formula, I recommend using a great mascara like this one first, and then coat it with waterproof. Waterproof mascara in general only can give you the waterproof protection. It can't give you length or volume or lifting. So I definitely encourage you to use a great mascara first, then add the waterproof over as like a top coat. So I'm going to just touch that one up a little bit. There we go. All right, now for cheeks. I already have my cheeks on, but I'm going to show you again how to do it. So we're just going to go like this right across and give it a little tap. You can see where I've already blended it, and I'm just keeping it in that exact spot that I just tapped it on. So I'm just putting it on really lightly. You could put on a little bit more because obviously I already have some on, so we don't need to get it too loud. But I love this. This one is called Kind Spirit. It's a limited edition, and it helps to support our Mary Kay Changing Lives campaign. But this rosy nude is a fantastic color as well. So you would just use a little bit of cheek color on your brush like that, give it a tap, and then blend in the same area, just right here on the top part of the cheekbone. Lastly, we're going to finish off with the Hush Blush Lipstick. I love this color. So natural and hydrating, so it gives you moisture and just that little pop of color. So voila, you have your natural look finished for the day. Hopefully those were great tips for you. Feel free to ask me any questions, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.